Hello Moonbuns, Callan here, welcome back to my channel. It's time for the long-awaited Hazbin Hotel Pilot Flashbacks Part 3. Alistair's powers can distort space and time, also his eyes turn into radio dials. Charlie with Razzle and Dazzle. Alistair's staff seems to be sentient. These carpet designs though. Everything Alistair does is for his own sheer entertainment. He wants to help Charlie with the hotel because he thinks that seeing other demons fail will be funny, but he also admits that his quote-unquote work became unfocused because he was bored. Al, does this mean that just straight up killing people made you bored? The world is a stage is actually the beginning of a Shakespeare quote, but like most things, Alistair twists it into his own saying instead. The teeth on the vase. Alistair is very touchy. Flashback time. So yeah, the TLDR version of this is that Alistair popped up in hell and had more power than any other mortal soul ever had, to the point where he could topple overlords that had been in control for centuries. He also broadcasts his deeds live on the radio. Here in this shot, we also get to see a lot of the other overlords. Some we know, like Velvet, Val, Vox, and Rosie. Others we don't know yet. I personally want to know about the guy with the 2 theater masks and the flashy parrot. These guys are cool. Vaggy's boat can turn into a set of horns. There's a crashed car and a sign up there. Charlie and Vaggy Lulu World, which is literally just Disney World. Family portrait! I honestly love the detail of Charlie looking super unsure of herself here. Alistair's favorite song is You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile. The interesting thing about that is that song came out in 1982 with the musical Annie. Alistair died in 1933. This just adds to my theory that musicals and media from up above make their way down to hell. Even though everyone knows it at this point, I'm still going to point out that Alistair is asexual and was immediately put off by Angel's offer. Enter Nifty, who is completely unfazed by fire. Fun fact for you all, Nifty was originally the same size as most of the rest of the cast and not as tiny as she is now. I like her tinier version better, don't you? Nifty mistakes Angel for a woman. Skeleton windows and a scythe on the wall. Alistair not only transports Husker to the hotel, but he takes an entire chunk of the building he was in with him and, you know, just leaves it in the lobby. Husker was originally designed by Viv's sister and has since shifted into the design that we know and love today.
What the hell do you want with me this time?
Shows us that Husker quite literally can't get away from Alistair. Whether he owes him favors or Al just won't let him be, we don't fully know yet.
You think I'm some kind of fucking clown?
Husker, what the hell did you get yourself into? Alistair turned the bar from the building he just stole into the new front desk of the hotel. Oh, damn. Shit. Focus, Callan, focus. Flashbacks, not that beautiful, handsome smile. Alright, where were we? Alistair has deer hoof markings on the bottom of his feet. Alistair can make things appear out of nowhere, but from what we see with him transporting the chunk of room along with Husker, his powers probably aren't materialization, they're transportation. In other words, he can't make things, he can only transport them from one place to where he currently is. Husker grows lashes when he winks. Also, he gives in immediately when Alistair promises to keep him stocked with cheap booze. Angel is immediately enamored with Husk and tackles Vaggy to the ground, telling her to shut up because he wants to keep Husk around. You know, to flirt with him and try and get into his pants. I love that it doesn't matter to anyone that Husker's in his, 70s. I mean, doesn't matter to me either. I'd hit that foxy grandpa. Husker says,
I lost the ability to love years ago.
Which, yeah, that sounds like every alcoholic I've ever known. Charlie rubs her own cheeks in excitement. Alistair doesn't hesitate to shove Vaggy right the fuck out of there so that he can get into the dance routine with Charlie. He puts Charlie in clothing from the 20s. The 3 symbols behind Charlie are 2 apples and a skull with deer horns. Foreshadowing, perhaps? Charlie is so excited that someone else is starting a musical number that she looks like she's gonna burst. Everyone gets fancy clothing, but all Husker gets are gloves and suspenders, which means Alistair did probably put pants on him, but for some reason didn't bother with a full shirt or jacket. Also, he glances down and simply has an eye twitch rather than a full reaction at the clothing change like the others do. The cute little voodoo doll demon band, though. Alistair doesn't allow Vaggy to try and voice her concerns to Charlie and instead completely isolates Charlie from everyone. Nifty is downright excited to be trapped by the little demon band. Angel seems to like the new change in wardrobe and even gives Alistair multiple finger guns. Husker, on the other hand, is upset and Alistair pulls one of his eyebrow hairs out. Alistair doesn't hesitate to smack Vaggy in the ass. I know all of us can't wait to see what kinds of things Alistair can do with his shadow devil. Nifty gets blown away from everyone and the noise she makes fucking kills me every time. Ooh, is that a jackalope in the background? Serpent fixed his death blimp with sad-faced band-aids. Serpent and Alistair have met before, but Al considers Serpent to be so low that he doesn't care to remember him. Alistair is so powerful that all he has to do is snap and focus in order to completely bring down another demon. The 8 Boys shell says, ouch. It's worth noting that every single symbol that pops up whenever Alistair uses his magic are real voodoo symbols. An X appears on Alistair's forehead when he uses his powers. Angel winks and blows a kiss to Husker. Nifty is just so gosh darn excited to be there. She's adorable. The hotel has a ship and a carousel attached to it. What even is this place, and when can I move in? Also, it's worth noting that James Monroe Englehart and Don Daryl Rivera have been involved with Viv's projects even as far back as Hazbin. Also, Maxwell Adams seems to play a single background voice in every single episode of her shows. Why does this egg boy want to be shot with Serpent's ray gun so goddamn badly? And that's it, my friends. Until we get some more Hazbin or Hell of a Boss, the main set of flashbacks has been completed. I'm still working on the ones from the streams for you guys, but I'm noticing more and more that Viv has kept pretty much everything under wraps in the latest streams. I'll find everything eventually, though. I will see you all in the next mess. Later, Gators.